Welcome, you guys. You know what? Summer is right around the corner. I know here in Wisconsin, it has been snowing. We're still getting snow. I woke up to like a little layer of snow this morning, but summer really is around the corner. And that means that we need to start thinking about what are we going to do in summer for our students. And Michael is already on top of this and already thinking about what he's going to be doing for summer and how what are some things that tutors can be doing in the summer so that they don't normally have like a lot of students in the summer, they have a lot of drop off? What can you do to prevent that? We talk about summer slide with our students, but in the tutoring world, there's another kind of summer slide for certain topics. So we're going to talk about what do you do when you hit that summer slide inside of your business and you have less students and you want to be able to take on more. So let's welcome my dear friend, Michael Gibben.
Hello, Joanne. Great to be here. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love talking about summer. I love warm weather. I love everything that comes with summer. So to begin thinking about, what are some things that we can do as tutors to be able to make more money in summer, it always excites me. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself, Michael.
Sure. So I'm a tutor. I'm also a tutor business coach, and I started out as a classroom teacher. And after a couple of years in the classroom, made that transition into tutoring, and really enjoyed working with the students. Loved helping students learn, but I felt the business side for me was really not where it needed to be. And it was it was a very curved path. A lot of learning, a lot of experience to get to being able to grow a business that was able to thrive and grow. And I really wanted to make the next step of helping other tutors with growing their businesses. And as you were saying, summer's coming up. And I know for myself, when I started out my tutoring business, I had this this dread come May, early June. I was like, oh no. Because I noticed after my first year, I lost probably 60% of my business over the summer. And I'm like, oh, July and August are so slow. What's going, how can I rebound this? And I remember so many parents would call in September and say, oh, you were so great with so-and-so during the school year, and they're really, struggling again. Can you come and help out? And it got me thinking, Joanne, I'm like, well, what can I do to help students in the summer and at the same time continue to build my business? So how can I lose into a win-win?
Yeah. Oh my God, I love this. I love this.
So that's where the brainstorm came about, and there was the epiphany came a couple of years into my business where it was like, wait a second, what about doing something where parents, because really studies show even 15 minutes a day over the summer, a few days a week, can at least give some momentum and keep some things going for children, so they don't lose, or for youth, so they don't lose what they've gained over the school year. And so the first thing I really put together it was formerly called a vacation education package, but it's called a parent-child learning package. And what that entails is setting up a set of goals and customized materials for families to work on during the summer. And you still are there by email for support. These are perfect for families who are like, our child's in camp all day, we're away at the cottage. Well, now we have something that you can still do with your child over the breakfast table, during a lunch break. And then at the end of the summer, you circle back and see where this child is. And the family knows exactly where their child is before the first day of school, because they've worked on this project during the summer. And that child, you can pinpoint exactly what they need help on going into the school year. They're continuing to gain momentum over the summer. It's not an arduous task if that family is feeling like, oh gosh, we don't want to have tutoring during the summer. We're just so overwhelmed with camps and work and this and that and vacations. It gives a child the opportunity to learn, while at the same time making it low stress, and for you, income for your business.
Yeah. I was wondering, why do you think for you that summertime, there's a drop in students that they have, but it makes sense with vacations, with summer camps and all that kind of stuff, it definitely can. And they're not getting report cards. They're not getting feedback from other people. And I would say for the reading world, it definitely, people know that if their child is struggling with reading, that they need to do something over the summer because the teachers are preparing them for that, but they don't do that for all the other topics, right? So I know that a lot of people be like, oh, you should go to summer school. And a lot of people will be like, can I work with you instead of going to summer school? I'm like, oh yeah, that's a way better option, because summer school is just a place to hold your kid and they'll do some reading, but it seems to maybe like keep them at an even keel from everything that I've seen. It doesn't actually take the opportunity to make them skyrocket and close the gap more for them. So I if I'm ever working with any of my students, I highly suggest to the parent, like, we need to keep working together in the summer so that your child does not go through summer slide, because they can lose 3 to 6 months, you know.
Yeah.
But that, like, if I'm taking an algebra 2 class, or, it's different. I've taken my algebra 2 class. I don't now need to prepare for my algebra 2 class anymore. The class is over. I don't need help anymore. And it's not until I take the next class, calculus or whatever it is that I take, that I'm going to even think about getting tutoring again, right? So it's like you go through that time off period. So I think it is important for you to always be thinking about, what are some things that I can do if you want to. Some people want to take the summer off.
Yeah.
That's cool. Take
They
the summer
really
off
do.
if you want to.
Yeah, and that's where some of those other things can really come into play, like where you can work with families and never feel that you have to be like, okay, if the one-on-one tutoring does not work for this family, then we should let it go till September, because as you're saying, especially with reading, that slide it can be so detrimental, and then you're spending September and October catching up, and your learner is feeling anxious about the reading again, or if it's elementary school math, they might feel anxious about those concepts that they struggled and they were finally getting to by June, and things were clicking, and then poof, you're gone. So yeah,
Yeah.
and I think as well, a lot of families, there is that correlation between school and tutoring, and it's so closely aligned that it's like, okay, well, school's done, let's wrap up tutoring too, because it's let's take a break from that
Yeah.
all into
Yeah.
learning. And it doesn't have to be that way, because just because you're taking a break from school for the 2 or 3 months, you don't want to turn your brain off for that length of time.
Exactly. Exactly. So what are like 3 ways that we can maintain or gain summer students?
Mhm. So the first one we've talked about, which was the parent-child learning package, and that would be a great one for, it works for younger students and for older students. It's a great thing for those families that are going to be away for the summer, or if their child's in a camp, or if their students working. It's a great, a little bit every day, and that's a great thing to help maintain or even make gains for a student, and can help keep those students with you during the summer. Another one that can bring in new students and can also get for your older students, usually this works really well, is the Learning Hub. And that's a group program where students go into a hub. There's a set of objectives, materials, all put together, and you as the tutor set up office hours. So you as a tutor get to set up your time for when you're going to be available during the summer, because your schedule might have shifted, and parents and guardians may not want to be necessarily, or it might be a really complex topic. They might not be like, well, I don't really know grade 12 chemistry, but we don't really want to do tutoring during the summer. Oh, well, there's a learning hub here where they're going to go over these topics for grade 12 chemistry, and there's office hours. So this wonderful tutor can help during the summer our child really go in and rock grade 12 chemistry in September. And as well, it helps to build accountability skills, because, and responsibility, and students can work at their own pace as well. And also they can learn from each other. You're creating that peer-to-peer interaction by doing a learning hub. And by making it's more economical, because some families, the summer takeoff happens because really genuinely they don't have the budget for those extra 2 months or 3 months, or maybe they haven't budgeted for it. This provides a more economical solution. And
Yeah.
a third option that's one of my personal favorites, and it's a great one. I find it works really well across all ages. I work primarily with elementary math, is the back to school booster package. And
Mhm.
that is where you set up, again, it can be individual or group, depending on what you're looking to do. And you set up a program with students, give it a catchy title. Like I have let's get ready for grade 3 math for those students who were in grade 2, getting into grade 3. You set up in the end of August, a multi-session program, customize it a little bit, base it on certain objectives, and that gives students a chance to refresh, wake up, get ready for that, September. And you can in turn have an opportunity to see where students are going into September. Families get that peace of mind. And for new students that are coming in doing a booster, it's a golden chance to help get them for the year, because now you're building a
Yeah.
relationship, you're connecting, and that helps to build that long-term connectivity and relationship, so you gain new students for the school year. And it's perfect for those parents who might say, you know what, we can't really do anything during the summer. We know we're not going to be able to keep up with a learning package, and we really don't want to do a hub because our schedules are all over the place. Let's do something really condensed at the end of August. It's
Mm.
something for the summer. It brings students together, gives them a chance to learn and take off, and at the same time, your business makes income during August and potential long-term income for the school year, which is and
Yeah.
confident students going into the school year, most important of all. It's win-win-win.
Yay, I love this. I love this. This is so golden. And these booster packages are fantastic because by August,
Mhm.
every parent has stopped putting in any kind of effort with helping with their child in anything. I would say June comes around and us mamas were like, all right, summer reading program has started at the library. Let's go sign up. Let's, get that taken care of so that you continue to read over the summer. And then for the first 3 weeks, we're going to the library every single week and we're getting new books. We're reading, we're getting prizes. We're doing all this kind of thing. And then we go on vacation. And then from there, it just starts to go downhill from there. And then August hits and there's nothing happening in August. So I think that's a beautiful way to be able to organize that booster because of that. That's amazing. Awesome. These are so helpful to be able to really wrap your head around, because you do have to start planning for those kinds of things now. It's March.
Yeah.
So you have to start thinking about how you're going to put this together. How are you going to communicate with parents about it? How are you going to do the pricing and do the payment, and really think out all of those pieces so that it doesn't get to June or July and you have a dip and you have no students and now you can't pay your bills. Like that's the last thing Michael and I would want to see for you guys.
Exactly.
So, and I know you have created a class for tutors that can help them understand, how do I put all of these pieces together? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. So the summer income choices for tutors package, what this provides for tutors, it provides the full recording and PowerPoint, which goes into not just the 3 ways we discussed today, which those 3 ways we go into detail in terms of sample pricing for these programs, whether it should be an individual or group program, and gives more details about what each of those 3 program types entail. You also, for the parent-child learning package, will receive a sample of one from one of my students that I worked with. I'm providing a sample breakdown of what it looked like for an elementary school math student, but you can always adjust it for other subjects too. And in the PowerPoint and in the recording, it's going to be 6 ways to make money over the summer months. We don't just go over the 3 ways we discussed here, but we go to 6 ways. Also, key marketing terms to bring in summer clients, because there's certain buzzwords that families really pick up on. And I remember some of my parents saying, oh, I didn't even think about it until you used this word. So it's just some keywords to help you with putting together your marketing ads, so you can go out there and really start advertising this to families, the benefits of some summer programming on their terms and on your terms. And as well, we have a sample summer marketing booklet for clients as well. So it's the sample one from my company. Just goes over, it's a few pages long, and it goes over what each program entails for the summer. So this is a $100 Canadian value, and it's going to be for only $20 Canadian for all of you. And as well, a promo code for those who are watching and in Joanne's group is Summer Online 25 to receive an additional 25% off this package. And this special
Oh my
promo
God.
expires on Wednesday, March 22nd. So get in there, and this will be your first step towards summer income choices for tutors and gaining that win-win for your families and for your business this summer.
You guys, this is insane. Like, you realize like how insane this is, right? Like, it's obviously going to make you money if you take one of these ideas. You're going to have a way to be able to make additional income that's going to make you hundreds, thousands of dollars. So it's a win-win for you. And I was taking a look at the course myself. I'm like, this is gold. There's so much value inside of here for people to kind of know how to put this together and put these different pieces together. You get to skip the line and knowing, what do I do? How do I do it? What's worked for people? What I love, Michael, and you always do this, I do this as well. You share what didn't work as well as what worked. So you're sharing, like, I did it this way, but I found that it worked better this way, and here's why. And I think that is so cool, because I find as tutors, we just keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again, not knowing that there were 5,000 people before us that made those exact same mistakes. And then they had to learn the hard way. You're helping them skip that piece of it and be able to know exactly what to do. So I would definitely grab this, you guys, so that you can know exactly what can you do to prepare for summer and make more money. Thank you so much, Michael, for joining us today, sharing this amazing ideas with us. Even if you don't move forward, you already are planted with some amazing ideas of what you can do for summer to be able to make income. So thank you for really volunteering that information out here for everybody and making it something amazing. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome, Joanne. And thank you so much to you and your viewers and listeners. And make it a great day, everybody.
Sounds good. Enjoy, everyone.